and welcome to Pet Living TV, where we explore how to live happier, healthier lives with pets, of course. And I'm Kristen Levine. In today's episode, we're helping you figure out Fido. Ever wonder what some of your dog's quirky behavior might really mean? Take my dog Chili, for example. Recently, he's been stubbornly stopping by my neighbor's driveway on our evening walk, refusing to go anywhere. What's he trying to tell me? Well, today, Steve Dale, pet expert and co-author of Decoding Your Dog, gives us some insight into the furry minds of our four-footed family members.
Steve, I'm really intrigued by your latest project. I actually was fortunate enough to pick up this fabulous book called Decoding Your Dog when I was at a veterinary conference, and I was really excited to see that you were part of it. Why don't you tell me how this whole concept came to be?
So it's the first time ever in veterinary medicine that a group of specialists, that's what veterinary behaviorists are, got together and said, we are going to write a book for the general public.
Why was this book particularly important to you?
Well, it's important to me because there's just so much misinformation out there, and I care about dogs.
You said if you see a new behavior, that's when you need to address it.
Yes.
Not 2 years
later.
Yeah,
totally. Anytime there's a new behavior, anytime, with our pets, well, I say rule out the medical. It's an 8-year-old dog or 9-year-old dog who's lived with the family and grew up with the kids. Sure. And suddenly it turned on one of the kids, and rightly so, the family is horrified. My first answer, and in this case, I really mean it, see your veterinarian, because I cannot tell you how many times ear infection, arthritis, something is hurting the dog. The dog has only a limited number of tools to use, can't write us an email and say, by the way, I've been hurting, please send me to the veterinarian. And I can't tell you how many real-life cases where it was specifically an ear infection.
Let's say the dog is being destructive when people leave home, and they see this, they don't know how to cope with this because they haven't had a diagnosis. That dog could potentially end up in a shelter.
Oh, totally. Yes. I just wrote about cats and litter boxes. And the number one question that I get is inappropriate elimination in cats. Sure. For that, there's the same answer from me. See your veterinarian, because it could be diabetes, it could be hyperthyroid, it could be arthritis. Cat can't even get into the box. I mean, there's a whole long list of explanations there, depending on the age of the cat and all that, and your veterinarian can tell you by blood work whether your cat is voiding or spraying, a topic you didn't plan on getting into necessarily. But I like talking litter boxes. But it's the same example. See your veterinarian first is my message.
Great gift for a pet lover in your life, or for yourself if you're having any kind of behavior issues, or even just you're curious. You want to understand your pet better. Decoding Your Dog.
Now, in addition to medical topics mentioned, the book has chapters on choosing a puppy trainer, separation anxiety, and yes, even thunderstorm anxiety, which unfortunately is very common. Now, we also spoke with my good friend and executive director of Pet Pal Animal Shelter, Scott Daly. Scott says behavior issues that go unaddressed are responsible for 70% of the animals brought into the shelter. Let's listen to one way that Scott and the volunteers work with these pets and meet a lovable hunk who's currently refining his manners.
The majority of them come here usually have either medical problems or behavioral problems. A lot of the behavioral problems come from not being exercised properly, so just getting them out for walks, our volunteers walk them all day long, that helps them tremendously. Just right there, you'll see a difference within a day or two. I have Axel, he's a pit bull, large breed, very, very active. So you have to be active in order to own that particular pet, and you have to be actually strong too, because he's powerful. So that's the reason why he's here, for those things. So we're working with him on not pulling and his behavioral sitting.
Looks like Axel's working very hard to be a better walker. Good boy, Axel. If you're interested in adopting a rehabbed pet, reach out to your local shelter and be sure to ask lots of questions about your new family member so you can be better prepared to tackle any behavior issues that might arise. Of course, with the help of your vet. So we learned that your dog's new quirk or defiant actions might possibly be signals that your veterinarian or a veterinary behaviorist can help you decipher. As for Chili, Well, we figured out that he has a crush on the girl dog that lives just beyond that driveway. Looks like Chili has a hopeless romantic side to him that he really needs to express. I'll have to ask my vet if he has a prescription for a lovesick pup. If you're currently trying to solve your pet's mystery messages, check out the links in this blog to the wonderful resources mentioned here today. Now, the book, Decoding Your Dog, is a great start and can be found wherever books are sold. Be sure to share this blog and this video with fellow pet lovers and subscribe at KristenLevine.com so you'll get the tips and treats that I only dish out to subscribers. Until next time, thanks so much for watching Pet Living TV. How about now? Whoop.
I can see his face.
Does he look ridiculous?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want him to be in the shot. He's so cute.